And make sure your strap is handy as you start on your back. Take a few moments to let your body settle into the earth. Back of the hands to the ground, soft cactus with the elbows. Go ahead and walk your feet close to your hip bones. Just letting your knees roll slightly in towards one another. Just take a moment here. Let your eyes roll back into their sockets. Relax your jaw. You might pick up your head and readjust it back into the earth. You might do the same thing with your shoulders and then your hips and pelvis. Visualize right at the top of your crown an opening, 1,000-petal lotus that allows for pure light, pure radiance, pure magnetism to move down your spine to right in front of your sacrum. Breathing in, visualize this light. On your inhale, you might even hear the sound soft, the sound of pure intelligence. Exhalation, hum, distribution of that intelligence, feeling your joints spacious. Taking a few rounds of breath here, focus your awareness on your back body. Might even press the back ribs into the earth. As you do that, feel and visualize the breath expanding into the armpits, side ribs, hips and pelvis. Walk your feet over towards the left side and let your knees fall to the right side. Just pausing for a moment here. You might notice and scan left side of the body. Just noticing if there's any tension, anything tight in the lower back and hips. If it feels comfortable for you, you can hook your right foot on the outer part of that left thigh bone and draw that left inner thigh all the way in. Then let your shoulders be heavy. Scanning the left side upper hip. Take a deep breath to inhale through the nose here. Open up your mouth and sigh that breath out as you let the inner thigh fall a little deeper into the earth. Uncross your right leg. Let your feet fall to the earth and then draw your knees back to center. Take your time. Let your hips and pelvis align and lever your toes over to the right side. Let your knees fall to the left. And pause for a moment here. Just let your body be heavy, not rushing the process. Just allowing your bones, your muscles, your tissues to organize themselves. Especially since we're now in the cooler months, we're in Vata season. Go ahead and cross your left ankle over the outer part of that right thigh. Lever the inner right thigh towards the earth. Just being very gentle and at the same time very intentional here with your stretch. Take a deep breath to inhale here. And again, visualize that line of energy, streak of intelligence moving through you. On your exhalation, open up your mouth and then lever that right inner thigh a little bit closer, not at the extent of losing the integrity of your posture. If that left leg is crossed to the outer part of your right thigh, go ahead and remove it now slowly. Again, just being very cautious with your hips, your pelvis, your sacrum. Let your feet come back to the mat. Let your body come back to center. Heel toe your feet underneath you and draw your right knee into your chest. Circle your right ankle a few times to the right side and then a few times to the left side. We'll go ahead and extend your left leg in front of you, keeping your left big toe like you're pressing on a gas pedal, and then lift your shoulders, peel your head, your neck, your chest off of the earth. Ekapada apanasana, wind expeller. If it feels okay for your neck, you can release your hands long by your hip bones, and then maybe lift that left leg off of the ground, just about 2 inches here. Then maintain that line of energy, that Brahmanadi line that connects us to our line of intelligence. One more breath here. Exhale as you lower that left leg down to the earth. Find your strap, loop it around the ball of your right foot. And then press the ball of your right foot up to the ceiling. Let your arm bones fall back to the earth, just as we started. Not about how far we can get with the leg, but more about holding the integrity of the posture. So let's go ahead and engage the top of that right quadricep, pulling up on the kneecap, peeling the toes back towards your face. And then direct the breath here, anywhere you're feeling sensation in the back of that right hip, the back of the knee, your hamstring. Take a deep breath to inhale through the nose. Open up your mouth and sigh that breath out through the mouth. Take both ends of the strap now into your right hand. Direct your right leg about 10% over to that right side, just opening up the inner thigh, peeling the toes back. Keep that left hip bone down, anchoring into the left hip. And then notice where you can soften. If there's anywhere you're gripping, maybe the jaw, the neck, the throat. Take a deep breath to inhale here, open up your mouth and sigh the breath out. And take both ends of the strap now over into your left hand. Direct that right leg over to the left side. Thumb of the right hand into that right hip crease. Draw the right hip bone down. Then you might feel some sensation as you take that right leg to the left side, running down the outside of your right hip all the way down to the ankle. And pause. Where are you feeling the sensation here? A deep breath to inhale through the nose. Open up your mouth and sigh that breath out. Draw your right leg back to center now. Release the strap. We're going to put a little bend in the right knee. Cross your right ankle over the top of your left thigh. Make a number 4. And then let's thread the hands through that left thigh. Lift your left leg off of the earth. So both feet are flexed deeply. That means the toes are peeling back. Use the strength of that right elbow to open up the right hip. We're going to release that left leg down to the earth, right leg down to the earth. And then we're going to take a little bridge here. So press down on the triceps, fingertips point up. Lift your hips up, back of the crown pressing down. So a little release for the sacrum. Exhale, lift your heels, roll down one vertebrae at a time. Sacrum comes back to the earth. Interlace your fingers now over your left shin bone. Draw your knee into your chest. Circle your ankle in. A few times to the right. A few times to the left. We're going to extend that right heel in front of you like you're pressing on a gas pedal. Lift your head, your neck, your chest, your shoulders off of the earth. Maybe we'll extend the arms long by your hips. And then lift that right heel straight up. Then come back to that line of intelligence, that Brahmanadi line that anchors you. It's your line, your direct line to source. Stay soft in the jaw. We'll take one more deep inhale here. On your exhale, open the mouth. Let that right foot fall. Loop the strap around the ball of your left foot now. And then press the ball of your left foot up to the ceiling. Take your time here. Yeah, not about how far the leg gets. That's a byproduct of maintaining our integrity, the integrity of the pose and the integrity of the breath. And then notice where you can soften. Is it the jaw? Is it the neck? Is it the shoulders? Or the arm bones coming off of the earth? Deep breath to inhale here. Open up your mouth and sigh that breath out. Take both ends of the strap now over into your left hand. Open up that left side hip. Direct that left leg over to the left side. Anchor the right hip down. Might even place your right hand on your hip to anchor it. And same thing here. Not about how high the leg gets, just opening up the groin muscle. Scan your body, becoming aware of where you might be over efforting, where you might be pushing. When we push our bodies, usually the result is dis-ease or injury. Especially as we start to shift into cooler months. Really important to find where the integrity of your breath is as it also shifts and changes with the temperature. Take both ends of the strap now into the right hand. Take your time. And then guide that left leg over to the right side. Just about 10%. Left thumb inside of your left hip crease. Anchor that left hip crease down. And we're going to pause where you feel that sensation, peeling the toes back towards you from the outer left hip all the way down to the ankle bone. And then direct the breath anywhere in this left side of the body that might be feeling tense. Might need a little bit of love, a little bit of compassion. Draw that left leg back to center. Take your time. Release the strap. We'll draw the left ankle now over the top of your right thigh bone, making a number 4. Thread your hands through that right thigh. Hold onto the back of the thigh. Use your left elbow to lever it, open up, left side inner thigh. And then notice if the buttocks and tailbone are coming off of the earth. We'll draw that right foot down to the earth, left foot down to the earth. We'll take bridge pose one more time. This time, I want you to press your triceps into the earth, fingertips reach up. As you lift your pelvis up, maybe we interlace the fingers underneath us. Roll your shoulder blades in towards one another. Open up your mouth and sigh that breath out. Again, just maintaining the integrity of this posture. Wanting to come out of it, wanting to race ahead. Just staying with what is there in this moment. Take your time, lift your heels now, roll down one vertebrae at a time. We'll undulate the spine from the top down. Lift your feet straight up, coming into a dead bug pose. Hopefully your block is handy and you don't have to get up too far. We'll place your block now to the top of your right thigh, right side tricep, pressing against that right thigh. So you're making a little bit of an angle here. We're going to extend the left arm straight up. You can peek up at me for this if you'd like. We're going to extend the left arm, left leg, left arm overhead, left leg straight in front of you. And then draw that left knee, left elbow straight back in. Right elbow stays strong, holding the block in place. Keep your pelvis heavy. Extend left arm, left leg in front of you. Draw that line back in. Let's do this 2 more times here. Lengthen, extend left arm, left leg. Draw that line back in. Now we're going to pause as you extend that left arm, left leg one more time. And then notice if the back body's popping up, right? Want to keep your lower back as flat on the mat as possible. We'll hold it for another 4 counts, 3 counts, 2 counts, 1 count. Draw that left elbow in, left knee in. Take your time. And we're going to switch the block over to the left side. Left forearm on block, left knee pressing in, right arm comes up. Extend right leg, right arm overhead. And draw it straight back in. Might feel your core on fire here. Happy Friday. Extend that right arm, right leg, drawing that line of energy. Drawing it straight back in. One more time, extending. Actually, 2 more times. Just for good measure. Notice if you're wanting to rush, right? Are you pushing past where your body can actually maintain your integrity? Don't have to look like me, don't have to push. Just going to where you can keep your tailbone elongated. And we're going to hold it for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Draw that right leg in. Right elbow comes in. Might feel your core really firing up. Place the block off to the side now. Place your hands on top of your shin bones. Flex your feet deeply and actively push your feet away from your body. So you want to do this so the arms are nice and long. You're feeling that traction in your spine and your lower back. Press the back of your crown down to the earth. We're going to take a deep breath to inhale here. Open up the mouth, sigh the breath out. Notice how the core draws in and down, right? We really want to access drawing everything into the midline of the body and pressing into the back. We'll do that 4 times, exhaling really hard. Inhale, exhale. Keep your feet moving away from you. Arms are nice and long. 3 more. Inhale, exhale. 2 more. Inhale, exhale. 1 more. Exhale, open up the mouth. Cross at the ankles, might rock and roll a little bit forward and back if that feels good for you. We're going to come up to a cross-legged seat that feels good for your body. If it feels better for you to roll one way, fetal position, and then come back up, you can absolutely do that. There's no right or wrong. Come to a comfortable seat, maybe a block, a bolster, something underneath your seat for a moment here. We'll take a few rounds of nadi shodhana just to draw everything in. Left hand, index finger, and thumb to touch on the back of your left knee. Right hand, index and middle close down. Vishnu mudra. Right ring finger closes and blocks that left nostril. Let's inhale for a count of 8. Close and block right nostril, right thumb on the outside. Hold and block for 8. Left nostril, exhale. Inhale through the left, 8 counts. Close and block, retain the breath, 8 counts. Exhale through right. Continue this 2 more times on your own. 8, 8, 8. 8 to inhale, 8 to pause, 8 to exhale. The next time you exhale through the left nostril, no rush at all, let that right hand come down to the top of the right knee. We'll float the arms around and up. Inhale, Durga-inspired, palms press to the top. Exhale, palms down the midline of your body. And pause for a moment. Today is the festival, 9 nights of the goddess Durga. Durga helps us to slice through any challenges, not just externally, but anything internal that might be preventing us from stepping into our fullest selves. So honoring the goddess Durga, we'll take the chant Om, sound of all sounds. Join me or simply receive. Let's take a deep breath to inhale. Let's draw the chin towards the chest. Half blink the eyes open. Let's come up onto hands and knees. 3 rounds of cat-cow. Feel free to close your eyes. Feel free to ignore me. It's getting into your body here. Press your palms down to the earth. And broaden across the chest and collarbone. Inhale, face looks up. Again, just moving to the rhythm of your breath. Let your exhalation draw your navel in. Just feeling that steadiness, that ease, that sthiram sukham asana inside yourself. Not needing to look like anybody, not needing to judge yourself. Just celebrating the life that you have, the body that you have right here, right now. We're going to take a little bit of spinal waves here. So we're going to move the ribcage around and back, so not the shoulders, but I'm scooping in, moving my ribcage over to the right side, down, left, and up. Moving that energy from one side. We're going to do it again to the opposite side. So letting the belly, the chest, back arch. Pause for a moment, come to neutral spine. Extend your right heel like you're pressing into a gas pedal. Let your right heel have some strength in it. Pour the weight into your right hand and let's lift that left arm up. So straight line here. We're going to draw that left elbow in to touch the right knee 3 times. Let your inhalation breathe into the back body. Exhale, extend. Inhale, left elbow, right knee. I'm just not needing to rush anywhere. Drawing everything into that midline. Pause here for a moment. Extend that right heel. Left arm nice and long. Maybe we bend that right heel towards the butt. Maybe we take that left arm up and catch the top of your right foot with your left hand. Spiral the heart. Teardrop. Take your time without slingshotting that right leg. Release your right leg. We'll take a little recovery here. Draw the right knee back down. Recovery back into child's pose. Arms extend out. Keep your biceps long by your ears. I smacked my forehead right before class. I was icing it, so this is quite painful on my forehead, actually. Take a deep breath to inhale through your nose. Open up your mouth, sigh that breath out. Move through your spine and come back to table pose. We'll pause here and then extend that left heel behind you. Push the mat away with the hands. Wedge and spider web the fingers as you press down. Extend that left heel. Take the left heel straight up and back. Pour your weight to your left hand, right arm long by the ear. Feel that line of energy, and then draw the inhalation into the left side lungs. Elbow of the right knee, left knee, right elbow touch. Exhale, extend it. Feeling that line, that saham. Inhale, draw that inspiration through the spine. Exhale, extend. If all the breath too fast or slow, just move to the rhythm of your gate, your pulse. What's moving inside of you? Pause here. Feel that line of energy. Navel draws in. Bend your left heel towards your buttocks. Take that right arm up. Maybe the right hand catches the top of the left leg. And bow the heart forward, spiral, and feel that teardrop lifting you up. Head, neck, chest, jaw at ease. One more breath here. And then without slingshotting the leg, take the integrity of the line. Extend back. Right arm long, left leg behind you. Little child's pose one more time. Prop up onto the fingertips. The biceps keep reaching long. Tailbone keeps reaching back. Heavy in the pelvis. Take a deep breath to inhale here. Smooth breath open the mouth. Press down in the hands, round through your spine. And then we'll make our way from table pose into downward facing dog and Durga-inspired. Pedal your heels out. Maybe shake the head side to side. Fill your lips. Maybe even stick your tongue out. Wave through the spine. Come through plank pose. We're going to lower with or without your knees. Let's lower all the way down. We'll take cobra pose here. So moving through your navasana. Lift your heart. Back of the neck is long. Feel the breath. Move you away from the earth. Exhale. Retire to the earth. Hands lift. Heart lifts. Breathing in. Feel that line of energy. Doesn't feel like you're doing a lot, but there's a lot working in this posture. Exhale, release. Widen your legs a little bit. Let's take shodhana locust pose. Inhale, lift your heart, lift your legs. Back of the neck is long. We're going to stay here. We're going to pulse for 8. 8, 7, 6, 5. Squeezing your shoulder blades in towards one another. 4, 3, 2, 1. Release it down. Strength and flexibility are best friends. Cannot have strength without flexibility. Cannot have flexibility without strength. Maybe we move towards full cobra. Fingertips move to the side. Lift your heart. Lift your gaze. Feel the skin move from your belly all the way up through your throat. Stick your tongue out of your mouth as you release the breath. Soften back down. Hands underneath your shoulders, tuck your toes, move away from the earth here, either through table or back through plank, down dog. Pedal your heels out, situate and organize your joints and float that right leg straight up and back. Step your right foot in between your hands. Pause for a moment here. Little micro bend in that back knee, not all the way down to the earth. Use your blocks if you need to steady yourself. And then lift yourself straight up into a little bit of a lunge here, right? So it's okay to keep that back knee bent if you need to until we start to move towards the full. We're going to work on our balance here. Move away from the earth. Inhale. Exhale. Right low lunge. Right? Again, totally okay to keep a little bend in the back knee. Inhale, move away from the earth. Fingertips reach long. Exhale, move straight down. One more time. Inhale, reach up. Head is long, navel in. Exhale, reach down. Pause. If that back knee is a little bit bent, work towards lengthening it, not at the extent of losing the integrity of the pose or your breath. One more full breath here. Hands frame your foot or towards the block. Step your back foot forward, lengthen, flat back, inhale. Exhale, bend your knees. Belly towards the thighs. Let's pause. Work your shoulder blades in towards one another. Interlace your fingers. Reach the arms up and overhead. Maybe we shake the head side to side. Really relax the back of the head. We'll switch the crossing of the arms. Move one finger over. Open up the mouth. Release that breath. Any tension you might be holding. And then we'll release the arms. Let your head be heavy. Take a slow roll up, a nice slow stroll as you stack your shoulders over your hips. Stack your head on top of your shoulders and then pause. Samastiti. standing in your power. Feel yourself being held inside of yourself. How we walk through the earth, how we walk through life, it starts here in this moment. And let's sweep the arms around and up. Inhale, Urdhva-sthasana, palms press. Upward worship. Feel your fingertips reach you up. Exhale, fold forward, belly to your thighs. Uttanasana, standing forward fold. Head, neck, chest, easy. Inhale, lengthen your spine to a flat back. Exhale, bend your knees, press your palms, and let's step back to plank. Pause. Move away from the earth here. Push your hands into the earth. Draw your shoulder blades in towards one another. Belly into your back body and breathe into the back body here. Find that line of energy. Stay strong on the inside, but soft on the outside. Totally okay to bring your knees down to the earth. You can bring one or the other, your choice. Nothing to prove. And move towards the earth here. Full exhalation. Release. 3-part cobra. Inhale, lift heart. Back of the neck is long. Exhale, release. Lift hands, lift heart. Squeeze shoulder blades. Exhale, tongue out of the mouth. Release. Widen your legs as much as you can. You're going to lift your legs, lift your hands, lift your heart. Squeeze your shoulder blades in. We pulse Shavasana. 8, 7, 6. Nothing to prove. 5, 4, 3. Working everything in towards the midline of the body. Release. Hands go off by the side. Lift your heart. Moving towards cobra as fast as you can. Feel your body lift out of the lower back. Peel the skin from the belly all the way up through the neck. So if you have a little cobra hood wrapping over the top of your crown, exhale, release it down. Brush. Hands underneath you, tuck toes, moving through table or plank, and nothing to prove. Back to down dog. And situate here. Deep breath, inhale. Open the mouth and sigh that breath out. And then let's float that left leg straight up and back. Pull left toes like you're pushing into a wall. Left knee into the chest. Step that left foot forward. Help it up if you need to. Pause. There's no rush. And maybe use your blocks. I like to use my blocks to steady myself. A little bend in that back knee just to situate. Walk yourself up to lunge. Pause. See how that feels on the back body. There's no rush. We'll move away from the earth as we lengthen both legs. Inhale. Exhale, move towards the earth in that lunge. Again, totally okay to keep a little micro bend in the back knee. Inhale, go straight up. Right and left sides of the body work towards each other. Exhale, straight down. One more time. Inhale, filling yourself with new breath, new life. Exhale, release. Feel the fingertips reaching up. Pause here and then work towards lengthening that back leg. Not at the extent of losing the integrity of your posture. Soften. Navel into spine. Relax your jaw here. Might even shake the head side to side. Stay strong on the legs. Soft on the outside. And then let your hands frame that. Hands towards the block. Step your back foot forward. Lengthen your spine to inhale. Exhale, belly towards your thighs. Sweep the arms around and up. Inhale, Urdhva-sthasana. Palms press. Exhale, pause for a moment. Hands to heart center. Situate inside of yourself, inside of your body. Align your heels behind the widest parts of your feet. Just notice how you might be standing. What has maybe shifted. And then circle the arms around and up one more time. Inhale, Urdhva-sthasana. Exhale, fold forward, belly to the thighs. Generous bend here, Uttanasana. Pause for a moment. We'll work the shoulder blades in. Clasp your hands. Release your head, your neck, your jaw. And then check in. Do you have a tendency to go towards the highest, most intense volume? Or can you soften? Switch the crossing of the hands. Move one finger over. Shake the head up and down, side to side. Maybe even trill the lips. Release your hands down. Inhale, lengthen your spine, or Urdhva. Let's step back to plank. One leg at a time. Pause for a moment here. Moving towards your choice of the vinyasa. Either halfway down, chaturanga. Inhale to upward, or stay with one of the low cobras. Working within where you are today. Wherever you are, we're going to be in down dog. We'll take that right leg straight up and back. No rush. Take your time. Stack your right hip on top of your left. Bend your right knee and anchor into that right hand. Breathing into the spaciousness inside the hip. Step your right foot in between your hands. Spin your back heel. We'll open straight up into warrior two. Pause. Anchor into that back heel. Let's float. Peaceful warrior. Reach the arm up and back. Exhale. Side angle. Reach that left arm long by the ear. Moving inside of your breath. Make this your own. Let's take it 2 more times. Inhale, peaceful warrior. Side body opening up. Exhale. Feel the freedom of your breath here. Don't have to look like me. Don't have to match my breath, my rhythm. You are perfect as you are. And then pause for a moment. Maybe we'll take that right arm up, internal rotation, half or full bound warrior. We'll stay for 3 rounds of breath, not at the extent of losing the integrity of the line, the integrity of your breath. Then pause. We'll release the bind if you're in the bind. Work towards triangle pose. Releasing the bind. Place your hand on the outside of that right toe, right baby toe. Place it on a block. Left hand to your left shoulder. Left wrist unfolds. Stack wrist, elbow, shoulder on top of each other. And then roll your shoulders back. Squeeze your shoulder blades in towards one another. And keep reaching the fingertips up. Spaciousness in the side body. Take your time. We'll draw this left hand down. Listen carefully. We're going to come to right low lunge. A little bit of a longer flow here. Pause. We're going to cut the right leg behind. Sorry, your left leg behind. I switch sides when I'm demoing. Cut that left knee behind the right knee. Come to have a seat. Ardha matseyandrasana. We're going to reach your left arm up. Take a little twist over to that side. Left hand outside of that right knee. Lever it in. Thigh towards the midline of your body. Make sure you're not sitting on your left heel. And then backstroke your right hand. Sit tall. Grow your spine long. Exhale, wrap your ribs around the axis of your spine. Maybe use your strap if you're able to. You can clasp your hands. And not at the extent of losing the integrity of your pose. Not at the extent of sacrificing your breath. Not at the extent of popping out of the posture. Progress is slow and steady. All of a sudden, it doesn't become winter, although some days feel like it. There's a slow progression. If you're in the bind, with or without your strap, take your time, move slowly. Again, honoring the integrity of your spine. A little counter twist over to the opposite side. Unfold. Place your hands forward, lift your seat. We're going to step back to plank pose. And then pause, check in here. Do I need another chaturanga, up dog, down dog, or skip it? Always come back to down dog. Rush, do it again. Your downward facing dog, take a deep breath, inhale, open your mouth and sigh it out, release. So much of our tension in the fall accumulates in the head, in the neck, in the shoulders, in the throat. And the more we can vocalize the breath, the more we create spaciousness in the upper body. Without rushing, the next time you inhale, float your left leg straight up and back. Pour your weight into that left hand. Roll your left hip on top of the right. Open it up. And then find the integrity of your pose here. Scoop your navel into your spine. Step that left leg forward. Help it up if you need to. And then spin your back heel. We're going to windmill open up to warrior two. Pause. Steady. 3 times we float. Peaceful warrior, extended side angle. Inhale. Reach the arm up and back. Exhale, extended side. It's moving inside yourself. Not even close the eyes. Just letting it take shape and form without trying to control it. Not needing it to be more or less than it is. Poses themselves are neutral, but what we unlock within ourselves is the integrity of the pose. It's the brilliance. Pause the next time you come to extended side angle. Maybe you'll take a half bind, reach that arm up, internal rotation, half or full bind. Roll the shoulders back. Relax the head, the neck, the chest, the jaw. And feel that line of energy move from the crown through your spine all the way to your tailbone. More breath. If you're in the full bind with or without your strap, release the bind. Find your block. Left hand to the outside of your baby toes on a block. Lengthen that front leg. Move slowly here. You can heel toe that back foot in a little bit. And then unfold that right arm. Right hand to the right shoulder. Elbow stacks on top of the wrist. Wrist unfolds into the fingers. And then notice if you're hanging or sinking anywhere. Is there any place in your body where you can feel the fingertips reach up? One more breath here. Take your time. And then slowly bend that left knee. Come to the ball of your back foot. You're going to cut that right knee behind your left. Come to have a seat. And then making sure both sits bones are on the ground, you'll move that right heel out of the way. Lift your right arm up. Twist over to the opposite side. Right hand to the outside of that leg. Roll your spine long on the inhalation. Wrap the ribs around the axis of your spine on your exhalation. You're working towards the bind or half bind, you can thread that right hand through. Again, not at the extent of losing the integrity of the posture, but really allowing yourself to move inside of your body. And then notice. Notice what's feeling stagnant, what's feeling joyful, where you're finding any release. And then direct the breath here. We'll take a deep breath to inhale through the nose, find the savasana. Exhale, open up the mouth. Release your hands. Take your time as you unwind. We'll counter pose over to the opposite side. And walk your hands back to center. Take your time. We'll step back to plank. No rush. However you get there is exactly how you need to get there. And then pause. Check in. You can take a flow if you need. Moving through plank, chaturanga, up dog, down dog. One of the cobras. You always have the option to skip it. We've gone past our edge where we need to be for ourselves. We're no longer in alignment. However, you need to come to down dog. Go ahead and come to your downward facing dog. We're going to look up at the space between our hands. You can peek up at me if you'd like. We're going to hop through or hop or sit as best as you can. A little forward here. So you're taking off a little bit. You're going to hop and maybe cross through. However, you need to come down to the earth. We'll hop through to Navasana boat pose. So feel that line of energy. Crown to base, holding you up. If you need to take one leg down, you can always take it. If you need to take both hands down, you can also do that. Switch out the legs. And we'll pause here for a moment. Connecting. Feel your tailbone rooted, and at the same time, the spaciousness, this line lifting you up, maybe even taking the arms off. Soft in the jaw. Taking one more full breath here. We'll cross the right ankle over the left, soft fold forward. Sukhasana, easy seat. Slowly roll up. We'll take Navasana boat pose one more time here. So either taking the fingertips out to the side, one leg and then the other, both legs. Or maybe we work towards lengthening the arms and legs. Feel that line. Or can you soften? And then cross your left ankle over the top of the right. Folding forward, easy seat, Sukhasana. We'll take our time as we roll up. Stack shoulders over your hips. And we're going to move into a supported back bend here. From that back bend, we'll move into Shavasana. So I'm just going to show you what this looks like. So either taking the block on the second highest level or even the lowest level, depending on how you feel. Keep the feet on the ground. And then you want the block to go right underneath your shoulder blades. You can always adjust the height. Oh, that's lovely. And then finding that place where the arms, the shoulders, feeling your body supported here. Once you arrive, you can let your palms face up. You can lengthen your legs if you'd like. But once you decide what feels good for you, try your best not to move. And supported back bends relate to the heart chakra. So many times when we are in Vata season, which brings up a lot of air, can either be very spacey, bringing us up into the upper segments, moving away from what's grounding us, or the opposite of that in Vata season is we go into extremes. We get pulled into the lower chakras. We get reminded or triggered into our emotions, into family or situations at work or something that has shifted out of our alignment from security, home, work, finances. Heart is known as the bridge, the gateway between the upper and lower segments. Any imbalances that we experience in our external environment is a reflection of what's happening inside of us, our internal environment. We have agency over that. Just taking a few moments to draw your awareness into your heart center. You might even think about something that you love, what brings you joy, what fills you up. pumpkin season. Maybe it's something that you look forward to in the fall. You like the cooler temperatures, changes of colors. Makes you feel good. What can you say thank you for? And add something else. Maybe you take cool showers in the summer and warmer showers in the fall and winter. You look forward to that. Maybe you have a lot of birthdays, friends and colleagues and family members, or celebrations that happen. Whatever it is, you can fill your well with as many things. A cup of coffee, tea. Keep adding to that list. Keep it into the heart. Stay very intimate here, very soft. Press down in your feet and then slowly draw your hands towards the top of your knees and shin bones. Draw your chin towards your chest. You can slowly start to pull up and then give yourself that little resistance just as we did. So activating the core. A moment here. Move the blocks out of the way. Try not to turn your head too much, but listen. And then slowly release your back body. You can hold on to your thigh bones like I'm showing here. The body knows what to do when we've been in a back bend, right? And the last thing we want to do is more movement. So bring your arms into a soft cactus. You can keep your feet bent if that feels good, or you can slowly work towards lengthening your legs. Whatever you end up doing for your final posture, try not to disturb your spine. And then once you feel like you're settled in, draw your awareness back into the breath. Draw your awareness into breathing into the back muscles, breathing into the rib cage. Eyes roll back into their sockets. Soften your jaw. Let your pelvis be heavy. Let yourself celebrate this posture, this moment. Not needing to make it look like anything else. You might even take a few conscious exhales. And simply be. Not needing to make it look, be anything other than this shape. Asatoma sagamaya tamasoma jyotirgamaya mrityurmamritam gamaya. Om Shanti
Shanti. Shanti. Om. Let your thumbs lightly rub over each fingertip. Consciousness back into your body. Wiggle the toes. Stretch the arms up overhead and take one side longer than the other. And then do that on the opposite side. Roll over to your right hip and then draw and tuck your knees into your chest. It's a softer way from that back bend. Slowly come up to any comfortable seat. Let your head arrive last. And then, still staying very intimate, draw your hands to your heart. Bow your head. And coming back to the integrity of the heart that knows only love, compassion, joy, and happiness. Whenever the vritti, the vata gets out of control this season, you can always come back to one thing that you love. That's just for you. So bow down and surrender the intellect of what we think we know to the wisdom of the heart. Thank you so much for joining me. Hari Om, Om Tat Sat. Namaste. Make a fist with the right hand, cover it with the left. Little yoga seal, little grounding. Lean forward and feel a little lift of your pelvic floor here, just rooting back your energy into your body. And stack the shoulders over the hips.